Okay, come. Okay, we are going live just right now. So, let me tell you, you were the last person I ever wanted to do the interview live on the whole Facebook and YouTube and everything. Let me introduce my own business partner, my husband, husband of Ilona Nesterova, Behram Bob Tavadia. Welcome.
Thank you, Ilona. Well, they say you always save the best for the last, right? So I'm happy that you did that. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be on this call with you today and sharing a little bit of whatever questions you ask me. So I'm very excited. So let's rock and roll.
That's gonna be interesting. So, you saw me, your wife, starting this business over 5 years ago, and you were watching from the sidelines. What was honest opinion about all of that when I was starting? What did you feel?
Well, when you consider the last 5 years, we were right in the middle of COVID. And when I saw you starting to do all this travel business and things like that, I was like, my God, the whole world is shutting down. And here she is starting a brand new business on travel. And how is it going to work? What's going to happen? So those were thoughts that were in my mind, of course. But the most important thing for me was that I was there to support you. And in that case, what I wanted to see was that I would see excitement on your face every time you talked about travel. And I was like, there is no way that I'm going to put a damper on this. I'm going to let her try, give it a shot, and see what happens. So that was really my observation. Now, of course, in addition to that, I was thinking to myself, we have the kids at home. We cannot go anywhere. How is all of this going to work? But I thought, you know what? Let's give it a shot and see what happens.
Yeah, I know, because sometimes when somebody partner starts something new, especially in so weird time, uh, even in the regular time, people would think, "Oh my God, here she goes again. She invited something invented in her brain again." But for person that is starting something new, is very important. The person doesn't yet believe in it herself, and if you in the house and at home will discourage them, they will not believe in it better. So better let them try and be mistaken
Absolutely.
than not to try and keep going this yapping, this travel thing, get the real job, get the real thing, go do sales, real estate is booming. I did real estate, but I'm grateful that you did not do this baby.
And there was another reason why, because if you remember in 2021, the cruise industry came to a halt. And all these years, I was involved in the travel of the cruise industry. So when that came to a stop, one of the things that I thought about was, okay, even though we won't travel this way, here's something that she is doing, which I think might help us in the long run. And behold, it actually did. I guess that was another reason why I wanted to keep my mouth shut.
Yes, yes, you had the some reasons
Ulterior
for sure.
motive.
Yes,
Yes,
some
yes.
other motive. So that comes again. My second question to you. We're gonna have five questions only. It's
Okay,
gonna be 20 minutes
okay.
interview. But the second question comes: what made you change from observing me, your wife, from the sidelines to actually joining the business? Because it took you, what, 3 years to just watch, see how it works, and then you joined. What
Yes,
changed?
yes. So, yes, you're absolutely right.
And
It
by
took
the way, you
me,
didn't have to, like sometimes
right,
people still have their own thing, but
correct,
something was there that clicked for you. What was
right.
that?
Well, the thing that actually clicked for me was, if you remember, we were together in Atlanta and you were attending a travel conference out there, whereas I was involved at that time in construction. And we were looking at one of my business opportunities up there. And then we just happened to be at the same hotel. When we were at the hotel, and I was watching everything that was going on around me, and then I had the pleasure of you introducing me to one of our mentors, Bernard Hampton. And I think the conversation that I had with him, and then him inviting me to attend the event that you were in, I think was what made me go, this is incredibly amazing opportunity. There is such a vibrant spirit out here. People are into the business, people are passionate about it. And the success stories out there was what made me go, you know what? I want to give it a try too. And that's what made me get into the business. If you remember, I joined up pretty much soon after that and supported you as the husband, because I was also appreciative that you showed this opportunity even to me, being part of the family.
Yes, and you saw there are a lot of men in the business. So for me, I was like, oh, because we have two sides of the business, right? One is booking travel, and another
Yes,
is selling business. So
yes,
selling travel as a business is totally different bargain. It's like selling McDonald's franchise and
yes,
opening the beauty salons.
yes,
So
yes,
the good business training is involved in that, and
yes,
vision. So I'm
yes,
very happy that you saw that it's not only girly travel thing, it's also the business vision that you can monetize and you have access to leverage over 22 countries, that it is global, that you can see the culture and the vision and the business plan for next 10 years, how it can
yes,
be.
yes. Yes. And so with men, most men tend to look at numbers, most men tend to look at results, most men tend to, as you said, have a vision, most men want to take care of their families. These are really the criteria that drives most men to be able to make a decision to go for it or not to go for it. And I think one of the biggest things that made me also seal the deal was the legacy, the pledge. We have two kids, and for me it was very important to know that, God forbid, if anything were to happen, our kids are going to be safe and secure for the rest of their life. And I think that for most people watching this, they're probably trying to say, well, what is the pledge? What is it? So maybe I can just in a very brief manner say that
Very
yes,
brief shortcut.
that the pledge is something, once you become a one-star director, Planet Marketing ensures and commits that you will continue to receive whatever has been paid out to you as residual income. And God forbid, if something happens to the participants, their family is taken care of, and for generations to come, which I think is, there is not a single company in the world today that does that. So I think this is one of the biggest things that for men is a comfort, to know that your family is being taken care of.
Yes, because as being a provider for the family, knowing that your business is billable and this is what you're working for, and you know that no matter what, your beneficiary will be taken care of, either your spouse or your kids, and it is very important for a lot of
Absolutely.
people.
Or
Yeah,
vice the versa,
it's
if it's
plan
the
B,
wife, the husband. Yes, it's
plan
planned.
B, or vice versa,
Exactly.
of course.
Or vice the versa.
I'm not going anywhere. So let's go on. Another thing is I wanted to ask you question number three, which is what surprised you the most once you became part of the business yourself? What was the most surprise for you when you already got the access to all the systems and everything?
Sure. So it was so simple. It was the systems were already in place. It was a turnkey operation, which means you can walk in uh, as a complete newbie to the business and be able to start on day one itself, whether it was the travel side of it or whether it was the building the residual income side of it. Also the other big advantage of the travel side is that you were working with well-known brands from around the world, which is such a comfort level to know that all of these brands are supporting Intella Travel and that Intella Travel is one of the largest producers for several of these brands. I thought to me that was a great thing. It was simple. It was not a very complicated process. You have education in place. You have plenty of online training, which is all included. Somebody gets their own web design. I mean, all of these things, if you wanted to do it one thing at a time, would actually cost an arm and a leg and would require a huge investment. But in this case, to have all of this for less than $1 to $2 a day, I thought that was an incredible thing that you had going on. And that was what also helped me to jump on the business and knowing coming from the cruise line world and seeing systems and everything else, I thought, my God, this is simple click and play.
Exactly, because you know how much does it cost to make contracts with all the suppliers, how much it costs to invest in the booking engines and stuff like that. You have several businesses yourself. You are in construction business. You now have another website. Also, I see you, Ulyssia, you are promoting the project, which is the residences at sea. I see you are busy a lot of things, and you know how much investment it costs to have at least one project to run, and how much costs the website, the taking care of all the expenses and overheads. And here, all you need to do is plug in, turnkey. It's very important. Let
Exactly.
me let me ask you. I will ask you more about Ulysses later, but like,
Sure.
what is your how joining the business changed the dynamic of a couple as a couple?
Now, that's a great, interesting
Don't say too much.
question. No, no, that's a great, interesting question. But I really think it allows you to develop more respect for your partner. I think because what happens is you see the partner in a different light. The other thing is it's also very important to have clarity in the roles that you do, because you obviously want to utilize the strength of each one of the people. And the other advantage is you don't duplicate efforts. If you were two individual business partners, imagine you would be doing the social media, each one of you would be taking up much more time. Whereas in this case, by working together as a team and sharing best practices, you are saving incredible hours of time. And as you know, time is money. It's better to monetize that in terms of building the business than to replicate back office administrative functions. So I think that was also one of the things. And it has also strengthened our relationships. I believe that we have become a much stronger couple together, and people respect us because we each have our strengths, and we utilize that to help other couples to develop themselves and join the business and see the successes.
I love it. I love it because it's really true. Our conversations are meaningful. It's not only where who pick up kids in the morning coffee or where are we going. It's more meaningful. How can we help the other people? How can we change the way we're thinking? How can we add to the world some value, knowing what we know And this really strengthened the couple, and it gave more opportunities because, like, I see unlimited potential in so many ways. Now we are open in California. California is waiting. There are all kinds of opportunities there. This year we are waiting. The other countries might be joining as well, so we are waiting for that too. But for now, even having that in the United States is more than enough. And this business is really working and working great. So I would ask you question number 5.
Okay.
What would you say to partners that are watching their spouse build something new right now, if they are watching from the sideline?
Well, one of the first things I would say is give it time. Give it time, because I know that if I started something new, I would not like it if my partner did not support me, or if my partner kept on, uh, bugging me about why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Instead of sitting back and saying, okay, this person has started something new. Let me support that person, whether it's a husband to the wife or the wife to the husband. I think it's very, very important, because the person is making a lot of effort to be successful. And in the end of the day, if one partner is successful, the family is successful. And then that's really, to me, even if something comes to your mind, keep it to yourself. Give the person the opportunity. Look, when you start a new business anywhere, or when you start a new job, it takes you 6, 8 months before you are an expert at that job. And even then, you're never an expert. So when somebody starts something, how can you say within the first 2 or 3 weeks, oh, this is stupid, or this is crazy, and I'm going to be the disruptor and say, oh, this is shit, it doesn't work, or give it up, do this or do that? No, it's not right. You need to give the person the opportunity. And I think that when the person shines, and also the other thing is, as a couple, when somebody trips and falls, it's the responsibility of the partner to extend a hand and help the person to get back up again. It's not to put the person down, but to help them to get up. So that is what a relationship is about. And we are now seeing a lot of couples coming into our business. I think it's great to see that happen, and it's opening a brand new market. And this transitions to the family, that they're able to have more vacations, do a lot more exciting stuff together, and really, really come together as a family. So that's what I would say.
That's great because that's not only about uh, traveling, it's also about paying off your mortgage early, as other people from our business we had, buying your second home for vacation home somewhere in Florida if you don't have yet. It is the option. It's be or not to be go into the same job, because if you take this business serious, eventually, if you build something great, you might not have to drive to work. Sometimes the income might have the same amount, and then you will think, okay, I want to focus on this more. I want to help more people. I want to do this. Or you can still do two businesses like you do. You do Ulysses, you do construction. Tell us a little bit about this project. What is it? You started when? Several um, months ago.
Yes,
You've
yes,
been
yes.
working on it, and of course, because I love traveling and I love cruising, but that's a totally different thing. It's real estate incrustated in the cruising. It's amazing.
Yes,
Tell
yes.
me, what is it?
So I'll keep it very brief, but it's a new lifestyle. It's a lifestyle that is starting to take over, because people are fed up of living in their homes around the world, or people wanna travel the world and the comfort of their home. So the Ulysses is a brand new project that she's a 324-meter giga yacht with 122 residences on board. So people are going to be able to wake up every morning in the different iconic cities, travel the world, and be in the comfort of their home. So this is a brand new lifestyle and a network of residences that is far beyond what has ever been thought about before. The only comparison was the World, which was a cruise ship that was previously converted. But this is a new upcoming trend, and we are already starting to see the results of how successful it is. So, as you said, it's a combination of travel and lifestyle and real estate. That's what it is.
Well, you gotta have good amount of money to be qualified because it is a very extraordinary project, zip code at sea, with all the security systems, with school on board, with bathyscapes. So you really get to have to belong to this lifestyle. But I'm glad you're doing it. I wish you well, and I'm supporting you 100% as you support me. We back up each other in different projects, which is great.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Guys, if you are watching this interview, it's gonna be it's very short, but we wanted just to share with you that everything is doable, possible. If you're watching from sidelines, this business, the travel business, do you want to join, or your partner wants to join? Jump in, try it, give it a try. You have 30 days money back guarantee. We just started the trainings, 14 days educational program for Easy Start. It's in 4 languages. It has Russian, Ukrainian, English, Spanish language, all of it for you, and even Romanian language. So if you are watching and you've been hesitant, don't be, because it is what worst thing what can happen to you. You will get back where you started, which is today. But today is the day to change it and to do something new for yourself, for your family, for your life, and for your future, for your kids.
And I think, Ilona, if I might just add, as our kids are getting so interested in it too, I just wanted to share that the younger generation loves to travel. So if your kids are also 18 and above, it's a great opportunity for them to do the educational travel and probably pay off their college loans and things like that too, and live debt free. So I think for the whole family, it's a great opportunity. And once again, thank you for inviting me on this call and the opportunity to share my thoughts.
Thank you, Bob. It was Bob Cavadia and Ilona Nesterova. Bye. Have a beautiful
Ciao.
day,
Bye
everyone.
bye.